Shillong prides itself in the abundance of architectural structures with a deep-rooted history that are permeated throughout the city. In this episode of Shillong's iconic structures, we are featuring the Raj Bhavan or the Governor's House, a heritage stately home that defines the administrative history of Meghalaya and the northeastern region as a whole. The Raj Bhavan is one of the most revered structures that has borne witness to significant accounts of history. Located near the famed Wards Lake, the Raj Bhavan, formerly known as Government House, is a 118-year-old structure spread across 30.67 acres of land. With a busy street right in front of the main entrance gate, the subtlety of the Raj Bhavan and its surroundings are in contrast to the bustle outside. According to a book written by Nehu Professor Imdad Hussain titled From Residency to Raj Bhavan, a history of the Shillong Government House in the 1800s, the Raj Bhavan was a private house of the Deputy Commissioner Colonel Henry Stuart Bivar. When Shillong became the headquarters of the newly created province of Assam in 1874, Bivar's house was transformed into the Chief Commissioner's residency. The masonry building with a corrugated iron roof was however completely destroyed in the Great Earthquake on June 12, 1897. Former Meghalaya Governor, late M.M. Jacob, wrote that work on the reconstruction of a new government house was started in earnest. The sketch plan for the new house was produced by the executive engineer of the Assam-Bengal Railway in May 1898. In lieu of the conventional stone masonry, the new building was of the earthquake-proof pattern, using timber frames with ekra covered with the plaster in between, while the roof was made of teak shingles and advancement of the aged corrugated sheets. The new government house was completed sometime in October 1903. From then on, its history has been inextricably interwoven with that of the Hill City, wrote Professor Imdad Hussain. The government house was renamed Raj Bhavan with effect from December 6, 1951. The entrance gate of Raj Bhavan is made of refined sandstone pillars and iron bars and has two striking Indian national emblems. On both sides of the entrance, a guardhouse called Sentry Barrack and the office of the Deputy Superintendent of Police are located. As one enters from the main entrance gate, the surroundings look like a forest reserve and the spotless driveway leading to the Raj Bhavan is utterly magnificent, filled with varied trees on both sides with small squirrels running up and down. As one walks further, one is presented with the Nat jet fighter gifted by the Air Force, office buildings and some staff residences. The Raj Bhavan is famous not only for its heritage wooden structure, but its breathtaking surroundings like the lush green lawns, the driveway, flower beds, age-old trees, water fountains, monoliths, mobana, majestic swans paddling on the lawn with 3 summer houses in sight. Truly a spot to wind down. The property is divided into 3 blocks, namely the main block, the kitchen garden, and the staff quarter. The main block consists of a lawn tennis court and 8 buildings. The Raj Bhavan Bangalore, Governor's Secretariat, Secretary Quarter House, House Comptroller's Quarter, Gym and Memorabilia, Multipurpose Hall, Sentry Barrack, Office of the Deputy Superintendent of Police, and Office of Special Branch Police. Let's talk about the Raj Bhavan Bungalow. As one makes their way from the porch with an age-old chandelier atop, right before entering the first room, there are 2 small brass cannons on each side of the door. The first room resembles a compact museum with age-old artifacts like a large brass bell, a brass cannon that dates back to the Suri dynasty, and paintings of Erin O'Connor. After which, there's the lobby in the corridor with 2 admirable tusks over the linen box in sight. And on the left is the epochal visitor's book. The Raj Bhavan Bungalow constitutes the attached sunroom, 3 guest rooms, each named after the rivers in Meghalaya, ADC's office rooms, PA's office room, and the office room of the governor. Besides these, there is the celebrated Darbar Hall, a presidential suite, the library room, a pantry room, and 2 kitchen rooms. The grandeur of the Raj Bhavan gradually unwraps as one steps into the first room to the east of the corridor, which is the library with a lofty wooden ceiling and pendant lights that radiate a warm ambience for the readers, mounds of exquisite books, a total of 5,000 at present, Besides the bookshelves, the library room is filled with antique paintings and a rare head of a rhino engraved Hil Pukhuri, 1303-1906. Next to the library is the dining room, which is known for its famed dining, girded with silverware, exceptional cutlery and crockery, wine glasses and goblets, an iconic teak table, period chairs, grand old chandeliers, and paintings depicting Meghalaya's culture and tradition. The dining room is said to have hosted prominent personalities including the 14th Dalai Lama, former presidents like late APJ Abdul Kalam, late Gyani Zail Singh, late Pranab Mukherjee, former Prime Minister like late I.K. Gujral, and current PM Narendra Modi. The drawing room, with its lofty ceiling, cordial seating, and polished flooring, exudes remnants of the past in the form of epic paintings, wooden panels, and vibrant chandeliers. The northern end of the Bhavan is the Darbar Hall, which began as a ballroom and later served as a council chamber for Assam's first legislative council before the construction of the old assembly building in Kandailat in 1921. It is said that some of the faithful believers belonging to the Anglican Church would meet at the governor's house every Sunday for prayer services before the construction of the All Saints Church in Shillong. The Darbar Hall at present holds official functions like the swearing-in ceremony of the Council of Ministers, Chief Justices, and other formal programs. Each and every room, including the hallways inside the Raj Bhavan, conveys a sense of history and stories of the previous occupants through its intricate layout. As former Governor late M.M. Jacob rightly said, history sleeps here.